Starting tomorrow, thousands are expected to head out to Sarasota to see rowers like this. It's all for the World Rowing Championship competition. But the I-Team discovered that getting ready for this event has cost taxpayers millions of dollars, and they won't be getting everything that was promised. Investigator Jared Holbrook tonight revealing why some feel they're getting a raw deal.
Attention.
This is not the way this was envisioned.
Go.
Frustrated taxpayers.
I mean, they've dug a hole.
$30 million in state and local money.
And they keep wanting public money to bail them out.
All going into the Nathan Benderson Park in Sarasota, all to get ready for the World Rowing Championships.
Over on the port side, she's being challenged.
4 years ago when it was proposed, this is what the county-owned park was supposed to look like. A finished row tower costing $5 million, a state-of-the-art $10 million boathouse, and other structures that could benefit the park well after the event. But currently, it looks far from the finish line.
Well, there's a lot of nothing right now compared to what we should be seeing.
The finished tower just finished construction. However, the $10 million boathouse and some of the other structures haven't even broken ground.
And you can see that there is one building, not 3, 4, or 5.
This complex is supposed to be a public-private partnership. Sarasota and Manatee counties partnered with Sanka, a nonprofit created to promote and manage the park. Taxpayers like Bill Zoller and Pat Rounds think the counties and Sanka failed.
I don't think they have failed. It's a fact. If they had not failed, we would have the grandstands, the boathouse, and all the other facilities there. And that's a big failure.
Essentially, what was promised has not been delivered, and it's been the private part of this partnership that has not kept its promises.
It's really very special.
One of the people in charge of raising that private money, Randy Benderson, head of Benderson Development. His company owns the land next to the park that includes a mall and restaurants.
Benderson stands to gain from any traffic that's generated.
But that is not the only way Benderson could benefit from this rowing complex. He also has a construction agreement for the park with Sarasota County. He has a strong ally in Manatee County's election supervisor, Mike Bennett. Bennett, a former state senator, is a board member on Benderson's Community Park Fundraising Foundation. In January, Bennett used his connections in the legislature to ask for $5 million.
$5 million will complete our boathouse. We have raised about $15 million from private money.
He says they've raised $15 million and is asking for an additional $5 million, which raises another question with taxpayers because the boathouse only cost $10 million.
I've seen evidence of $5 million being raised to build the finished tower, but the other $10 million has not been accounted for, despite requesting that information.
And what's been very frustrating is several of us have made efforts through formal requests to Sanka, to the county commission, to anybody involved for an accounting of the private funds that have been raised.
Can we talk to you?
Why do you think I'm standing here?
We asked Bennett several times if he can account for the $15 million raised in private funds.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I really don't know.
You're asking for $5 million in public money. You don't know?
I did. Okay? And you keep asking the same stupid question time after time after time.
It's not a stupid question, sir. It's taxpayer money we're talking about.
I'm done with you, like I told you before.
But you're not answering the question, sir.
I'm not going to answer any more questions.
We asked for a list of donors to prove they raised $15 million on the private side. He refused to give it to us.
This is a very expensive, big idea with public money, and if it's such a good idea, why has the private money not come forth?
Bottom line is, what was once promised and proposed isn't visible today, even though taxpayers have already handed over $30 million.
I would want the public to seek out their state legislators and to seek out the county commission and to ask for accountability.
Folks with the Benderson Park Foundation didn't want to interview with us and refused to let us see their list of donors to verify the private money was raised. Randy Benderson never got back to us. I'm investigator Jared Holbrook, taking action for you.